Hey, good morning. Not sure if anyone's there yet, but I am live. All right, about to break down the markets. Looks like the market's already breaking down. I'll drop in the little pivot. So it's looking interesting. All right. So who's here this morning? Looks like it's one-on-one, mano a mano. All right, so doing some pre-market analysis. In case maybe you saw my video yesterday, I was looking over the weekly expected moves. And during that video, it's a short video, it's like an 8 minute video. I went over what I was hoping to do, which was to go short. Here's where we closed on Friday. So I was hoping for a pop up, but I was hoping that we would get it this morning. And that would have been an excellent short. That is gone. So it looks like we already popped up. We hit that zone, rejected it, came back down all the way down to this pivot here. So the question is are we going to base out, continue to go north, or are we going to continue to break down? We were close down to this trend line. So the market's been trending in this little channel. You can see it's been building out this channel since, what is this? Is that the 31st? Something like that. No, this is August 2nd. Okay, so just a week and a half, almost 2 weeks. Been building this channel. We're at the bottom of the channel. Do we hit the bottom and rally up? Um, I don't think we will, but I guess we'll see what happens. Um, but it looks interesting. So let's check out the ES and see what's going on there. So when I was looking at the ES was looking kind of bullish because we were holding this zone, but it looks like we're dipping down a little bit. Let's see, so we pushed up off of the 4460 area. And overnight we rejected up here, 4500. And here we are back down to 4470. So looks interesting. And the Russell. There we go. All right, so everything's starting to kind of base out. The question is, are we going to break that or are we going to bounce? So I think all that's going to be determined on what happens with the NQ. And the NQ is looking pretty bearish. All right, so the market's about to open in just under 5 minutes. So curious to see if we kind of hold this area here. It looks like there's some support in this 150.40 to 150.50 area, something like that. But I don't know. I'm thinking we're going to shoot straight down to this area here to 150.10. So I like the idea. Uh, we pushed up. It was quite the push, and then just sold off all the way since when was that? Just after midnight. So between midnight and 1 o'clock, and just kept selling off. And so if we look at the 4 hour, it's just looking like it wants to drop. We have this channel going, and now we're just kind of consolidating towards the bottom portion of it. So that looks like a drop off. But I guess we'll see what happens here because it's kind of a base, but just looks like one of those things where it just wants to go straight down, right down to this area here to the 149. I guess we'll see what happens. Hey, good morning. Thanks for joining. All right, so we've got 2 more minutes to the bell. Um, so for all you guys that are here this morning, just a heads up, it's going to be a really short stream for me today. I'm so sorry. I do have some stuff I have to take care of kind of soon. So I'm a little afraid of getting into a trade. I tend to do poorly when I have something to do. Uh, like soon, if I'm trying to get into a trade and I know something's coming up, usually I don't know. It's like I don't know if I'm rushing it or what, but it's got to be me. So I'm going to take it easy. I'm just going to be looking over some stuff. My funded account's not ready yet with Top Step. I'm still waiting to hear from them. So hopefully that'll be any day now. So it kind of works out though, because I have to run in about 30 minutes or so. Hey, what's up, DC? Good morning. Thanks for being here, man. But interesting play. I don't know if you guys caught my stream yesterday, but I was talking about going short up in this zone over here. I wish that would have happened this morning because that would have been just a beautiful play. We could have hit that short and rode it back down to this zone here, and that would have been a wonderful move. Unfortunately, that already happened. So the question is, are we going to hold this base here and push up, or are we going to break below? So I think we break below, but I guess we'll see what happens. I'm definitely very short biased this morning, but I'll take whatever the market gives to us, right? Hey, Ruben, what's up? Good morning. So I can't wait for that Top Step account to be live. So I can start showing that with you guys, sharing that with you. Here we go. So the market is open. Let's see what we do here. So I'm going to switch over to the 1 minute. There we go. And I'll switch this guy over to the 5. So if we get a quick rally, I would definitely be looking for a short up here at 51.10. Uh, this morning looks really tricky. So even if I was live, I'd be sitting tight. Let's see. How was everyone's weekend? You guys have a good weekend? Right, starting to drop just a little bit. No volume behind it though. Oh, nice, man. I'm jealous. Good for you. I'm sure it was well deserved. Well, I could go for some beach time right now. That sounds awesome. Do you live near the beach or were you vacationing? There we go. So it looks like we're picking up a little bit of momentum. Let's see, we didn't even hit the zone. We went up right to 150.74. All right, so let's see if we slow down just a little bit at the 35. Then that might create an entry to hop in the short. Give that some time. Oh, that's awesome, man. Sounds like a wonderful drive. Just an hour to the beach. Super jealous. Good for you, man. What are you guys looking at this morning? You guys looking at the NQ or anyone looking at the ES, or the Russell? I was hoping for a bit more of a push up. I wanted to grab some puts, um, but everything's already been selling off. So I'd like to see what we can do with that. But I had my eye on Tesla and Nvidia. AMD looked pretty good too, because AMD was kind of coming out into the zone. Um, and it's been here a bunch of times, so I think it's finally just going to break it. Looks like it dipped below the bottom of the zone at 106.11. Looks like it had a low of 105.50. So I'd like to see if that holds. If not, I think that might be an interesting short. So keep my eye on that. There we go. So it looks like we wicked up, huh? We wicked up. We went for just under the zone. See what we do here. See if we're going to try to push up some more. Hey, good morning. Thanks for joining. Oh, you're watching all of them, huh? Are you eyeing anything in particular right now? Anything you see? Anything you like? So it looks like, yeah, nothing big coming out today. That's right. It's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday that we have to be worried about. So retail sales data tomorrow, FOMC on Wednesday, and Thursday is jobless claims. So looking all right today, but that might mean today might be kind of a weird day since we got all this stuff coming up. It might be one of those days where you just get in, get out, call it a day. Yeah, we're a bit overextended to the downside, but I don't know if I think we'll still keep pushing. We'll see. Looks like a little bit of a turnaround though. Let's see, we got down to 150.35. ES has a little bit of a base. Yeah, I would wait. Like if the ES were to push up to something like 44.80, I'd see if it starts to stall out. That could be a really good, nice entry to go short. And see if we can carry it back down here to 44.60. This week's moves looks like we have the higher end at 45.80, lower end 43.83. So kind of a big week for the ES. 100 points. I think that's a decent sized move for the ES. That's quite the range here, huh? Let's see. Quite the range. This candle has 43 points. 43 points, 5 minutes. See if we can break that low, and then maybe get down to this 150.10. Curious to see what happens at this trend line. Let's see if we're on it, pretty close to it, and pretty much coincides with the top of the zone. So could be a little bit of a spike off of that if we can get there. See how the Russell's looking. Okay, so the Russell sinking down into this zone. Interesting. Looks like it's just going for it. Yeah, look at that. What a drop. That's a big move. Big move for the Russell. So my guess is the ES is going to start to follow. We should see a break below this 44.70. See what happens. And it looks like that wants to turn around now. I don't follow it as much as I should. I should be watching that more. I'm going to start keeping a better eye on that. But just because I've been looking at the ES was looking bullish. It's interesting how sometimes the ES and the Russell, it's almost like they flow together. But it's like the Russell or the Nasdaq, if whichever makes the stronger move. I feel like the ES ends up going with that, and then they all just kind of go together. But no, it's holding that 44.70 really well. And we are back into the zone. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm sure it's a lot smoother. So we're kicking out of that zone a little bit. It's not a big drop. So seems like it might be trying to get back into that zone. And I'm curious to see if we push up with the NASDAQ, get back up into here, and then if we make it towards the top over here. Um, Curious to see if we do that, and then if we kind of stall out, kind of round out. So I'd be looking at something like 150, 130 for a possible short, or even a 150, 110. But this, who knows? We might just blow right past all that, huh? But I'm definitely feeling pretty bearish. But technically, this is a higher low, so the bulls have that going for them. We will see. Hey, what's up? Good morning. Thanks for joining. Oh, so some exciting news. I'm working on getting this Discord set up so you guys can join. It'll be free. Um, it'll be a nice place to kind of chat, maybe post some trade ideas and charts. Um, I'll post my zones in there. You guys don't have to copy them, but I can at least share what I'm looking at. Um, so I think that'll be fun. And then I have some exciting news coming out later on this week. So I'm working on something for you guys as just a thank you because you guys have been following me and subscribing, watching my videos, and it's just a way to show some appreciation for all your support. So keep an eye out for that. Hopefully, I can have that out for you guys, at least the announcement, maybe Wednesday or Thursday. So just be on the lookout for that. All right, so right into the 15,100. We got into the 104. Well, we're up here. We got to hit the 10, 150, 110. Let's go. See how that 4 hour looks. For everyone just joining, I just want to let you know, I have to apologize. Today's going to be a really short stream. I got to cut out in just a little bit. So I'm not hopping into anything right now. I'm gonna have to leave in like 10 minutes. But I at least just wanted to get in. I did a little bit of pre-market analysis, just looking over the market, um, and kind of what we did overnight, with the NQ, the ES, the Russell, the fact that we pushed up here into with the NQ and did that bit of a sell-off. Um, so we'll see what happens, but I'd definitely be looking out for these expected moves. It's going to be a big week. We might be sitting tight, something like this, until Wednesday. Don't know. But yeah, FOMC minutes are released Wednesday afternoon. So watch out for that. And tomorrow we got the retail sales data coming out. So that should add a little something. Oh, nice, man. All right. So we got up to just under 151.10. Yeah, 108.50. So if I was trading, I'd be looking at, yeah, something like this, close to the 110. And if that popped out a little bit too much, cut it. I'd look for another entry at 51.30, like that for a short. Stop what? 36, so maybe a 6 point stop. What are we doing? Okay, so we got some movement on NVIDIA. Three, two, yeah, interesting. Okay, so we pushed right over the 151.10. Looks like we spiked it to 51.15.
Order submitted.
Oh, I missed it there. That's just simulated. I'm still waiting for my top step function.
Order filled.
Hopefully that's going to be live pretty soon. No, I get stopped out there. This is a drop.
Target filled.
There we go. Stopped right there. And then I'd be ready to close out, break even. But I think we're going to traverse the whole zone, at least. So that's how I would have played it in the real deal. And let's see if we can get a little bit more. That's a quick 20-point move. Come on, grab it.
Target filled.
There it is. So that's the whole zone. I think we continue down, but you got to be careful when you're playing the inner workings of the zone because it might just go back and forth. So if I was holding more, I would have still had maybe just one extra to see if it drops out. But you got to lock in that 20 points. There we go. Failing the zone. What a day to not have my live funded account. That would have been Great move. Thanks, DC. Appreciate it. There you go. So I'd be out already. If I had that third, I would be out. So wonder if the zone holds. It might continue to go north. But I'm still feeling very bearish. I think it's going to play around there for a bit. I'd like to see it break below and then close below the zone. And then if I was looking to go short again, um, I would want to get in at the bottom of the zone when it gets tagged from underneath. But this might need some more time to build out. What I noticed with the NQ is you always got to watch out for those 15s and 16s. So if you're going to have a stop set, um, you might want to put it right over that. But it's also helpful just to let a candle close out after it's done. Then it gives you a better idea where it can still go, and you can set a stop around there. So that's what happened for us here. Gave us a little spike up. Um, let's take this down to the 1 minute. So high was 15. The high of the next candle was 1550. So getting in close to around here, and just the stop just above that, so over 16. So this could be a bear flag or reversal. I hope it's a bear flag. I would like to see this drop, and then that entry would be down here at the 150.80. But if you're feeling bullish, down here is a nice entry to go long. It's a bit of a stop. Let's see, it'd be a 9-point stop. So trading micros wouldn't be a bad idea there. Take on 5 micros, give it the 9 points. Only risking $50. No, that's $100. Would be about $100. So it's holding. Looks like we're going to go back to the top. See what we get. All right. So if we push back up here, if I was a bull, I'd be getting in long on the retest of 150, 110, or even 150, 105. And I'd be watching out for that 150, 130. So usually you'll see some resistance at the 20 and 25, right? But I think something's up with the 30. So I'd be watching out for that. There we are. So my plan earlier was to go short here towards the top of the zone, and the next stop to go short again at 150, 130. So if I went short at the 30, I'd have a stop at the 36. There we go. So we got right up to that 23. Okay. So if you were going long, see, I was looking at the 150, 110. I would have missed that by a hair. It looks like we went right down to 1125. So would have missed my entry by 1.25 points. But could still get it. Might still drop down right in here and then give us a push up to 25 or 30. Hey, good morning. Thanks for joining. Looks like we're going to push up. Let's get that 30. All right, we got a high of 26.25. It's 37. So it looks like there's a pivot at 37. So these are lines that I've drawn out, some key levels. But NinjaTrader showing a pivot at 37. So watch out for that. Mine's at 30. All right. So for everyone that just kind of joined in, I got to apologize. I'm going to have to cut it short today. In fact, I'm about to log out. I did a little bit of pre-market analysis earlier. So if you catch the video on a replay, you'll see I just kind of covered points that I'd be interested in going short and long. Um, Basically watching out for the bottom and top of the zones. Um, and then just looking over the what we're doing here in this 4 hour. So just be mindful of the channel that you have going on here, and watch out for your expected moves. So we'll see what happens today. See if we hit this bottom zone. I don't know if this is going to hold, but it's a nice little base. But I'm just still feeling very short biased. But thanks again for joining in. This week we're going to launch Discord, and then I got some fun news for you guys later on in the week. So just stay tuned for that. So hopefully I have that ready for you like Wednesday or Thursday. All right. So I will see you guys tomorrow. If you're still trading, good luck to you today. Hope you stay green. But I will see you first thing in the morning. So thanks again, guys. You have a good one.